I just had to clear it. Like, they didn't do it. I cleared it myself, and I forgot to make sure I had everyone's number that contacted me.
They have a duty of care to their children's future. An appeal to that, please. I don't believe that we will have any problems, and as soon as one puts their weapons down, then the rest will follow. I don't see that as a problem. I think that will happen fairly quickly. They know that we'll outnumber them. There'll be millions of us in every city in Australia. So we need to get this job done today. It ends today. Today is our new Australia.
Still going. We're still going. Woo! It's starting to rain too.
5 million people, folks. 5 million here in Canberra in the next week or so. We have to make this happen. There is no more after this. You've seen what they had planned for us. You've seen the vaccination camps. Have you seen how they had gas pipes connecting them? Has that happened before? Don't get into the cattle cars and get shipped off like a bunch of cattle and sheep. Now you got...
We'll go live again once I hit Mercer so I can save some battery to...
What do you think of what's going on right now, mate?
I think it's bloody ridiculous. There's no common sense at all. I mean, vaccination's the only thing saving the population.
You reckon vaccinations are saving us?
Absolutely. At my age, I need it. Somebody like you may not. You're a cunt.
I'm a what?
You're a cunt.
Oh, all right. Thank you for that kind word. You might want to put your mask on again.
Oh, get fucked, you prick. Piss off. Go back to where you came from. You ridiculous.
Unless it was an important message, mate. I do know she's lost everything.
And they raided her house and took all her electronics, everything. Bastards.
Amazing.
Just because she was speaking her truth, because she's, you know...
because the oppressive corporation doesn't like that.
Doesn't like it. And she saw everything. She was trafficked as a child. She saw the baby, like the farms that they have for women, just basically impregnating children. And then, yeah, it's horrible what she saw, but it's what we need to talk about because we need to shine a light on it. And so, yeah, hopefully that's... SRA is satanic ritual abuse. Pretty dark stuff. It's about what's happening with the children and all the underground tunnels. And a lot of our corporations, like in the government and the elites, are a part of that. So do your research, guys. There's heaps of information out there. I've given you some names. Hopefully that helps.
Back up again, but she's very busy.
If not 2% here today. We are right now a minority, and we've been a minority for 2 bloody years. 5 million stops us from being a minority, and we become 20% of the country.
Please, I really apologise about this, everyone. Look, there's some people who are on the beat with all of this, and we were having a meeting today to update things. The politicians are actually coming into the airport today at 12 o'clock. We need people there. This is from Richard, who's looked it up, who's been in contact with everyone.
Just going to do my own thing. I'm going to go for a lovely walk.
Driving along there, but
and
that's probably the freeway we were at, actually.
When I see someone from camp coming to grab me, it's all good.
It hasn't blocked the freeway. You remember the one we did? I wasn't on it, but the one we blocked the Westgate. That's pretty amazing. So, Pollies will be coming in on Monday, so it'll be interesting to see whether there's a big convoy on Monday.
This pretty carefully. We've got Scott Morrison, our illustrious leader. We have Paul Keating.
Kimberly Beasley Sr.
Thank you.
Bob Hall, Kimberly Beasley Jr., Alan Jones, John Singleton, John Laws, Kerry Packer, Gordon Moyes, George Pell, Rupert Murdoch, Ray Hadley.
Rupert Murdoch, the one who controls all our media.
New South Wales Police Commissioner, John Avery,
Oh.
Neville Davis, Richie Bernard, Frank Kennett, Bruce Spence, Rosalind Crasher, John Gillinger, Paul Wilson, Dr. Linas Petrogaza, Tony Bevan, Dr. Anthony Kidman, Justice David Yeldham, Roger Klimpspun, Molly Meldrum.
Oh, Molly.
Houston.
Didn't he get his back broken as well?
Probably.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Yeah.
Don Talbot, Scott Volkins, Rolf Harris, Alexander Downer, Ron Woodham, Clarence Osborne, Kevin Lynch, Gough Whitlam, Neville Ryan, John Kerr, Robert Hughes, Michael Kirby, Roger Rogerson, John Bell, Don Burke, Graham Kennedy, Bert Newton, Don Lane, Lionel Merv, Stuart Wagstaff, Marcus Enfield, John Marsden, Robert Menzies. Good old ScoMo. Can't forget him.
He tops the list.
What we're saying is that we would like some presence down there today.
Stop overriding plans. I'm sick of it. Everyone that wants to take charge needs to be in one spot today to organise a plan.
That's what we're doing.
You're not, because we're not aware of it. Let me finish what I'm saying.
Because we haven't put it out yet. People
Who are you?
Well, there's a group of people.
There's multiple groups.
I know.
The whole skincare brand because I wanted to take energy further into the world. And I sat one day and asked Mother Earth, how can I was working full-time as an energy worker, how can I bring more? There's children being born into such sterile environments, there's people hurting, people are not getting the truth in products, they're wanting to heal, they're wanting to do better for themselves, what can I do? And hence EQ was born. She's Mother Earth's range, I channeled the whole lot with love and intelligence. So,
with no exceptions, zero exceptions, every politician since at least 1980, and we know it goes way back before then, because we've got the Lima Agreement, the Club of Rome, before that as well. It just goes back and back and back to the Constitution, and even before then. But that's a date that we can hang our hats on, because some of us were alive in 1980 and can remember this stuff. Every politician, every Prime Minister, every leader of the opposition, Liberal, Labor, Nationals, Greens, makes no difference. Everyone that has sat in that Parliament and not spoken is guilty of treason. Guilty of treason. This is not an opinion. This is verifiable in the court of law.
Behind all the other bullshit that you've had that you might see, people are trying to, overtake it because they want to, take people to their influencers and their monetized stations.
Probably them, so don't try and do that. Cover up the polio vaccine being riddled with the deadly simian virus 40. The CSL scientist said you can't send a deadly bunch of vaccine out to the public when I was a young boy because it's contaminated. But he got rolled, didn't he, and resigned. Whistleblower got overruled by Commonwealth Serum Laboratory, which at that stage, they're a bunch of bloody public servants. When was the last time a public servant served the bloody public? What a misnomer that is. Bugger. Sorry, shouldn't swear.
Donna! Deeds and titles, Donna! Where's your deeds and titles?
Anyway, the National Archives is just behind me over here. Alrighty, going to get a rest. Any news on the convoy?